was John chapter 20. Right at the end of John, when Jesus was visiting after he had been resurrected. But there was one disciple who did not see him the first time that he came. And I think you all know who that disciple is, right? Who is it? Thomas, right. So, verse 24, but Thomas, who was called the twin, or Didymus, one of the 12, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, we have seen the Lord. But he said to them, unless I see the mark of the nails in his hands, and put my finger in the mark of the nails, and my hand in his side, I won't believe. A year later, his disciples were again, a week later, his disciples were again in the house, and Thomas was with them. Although the doors were shut, Jesus came and stood among them and said, peace be with you. Then he said to Thomas, put out your hand, see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it in my side. Do not doubt, but believe. Thomas answered him, my Lord and my God. Jesus said to him, have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have come to believe. And when I looked at that, I thought, Jesus was blessing this individual who doubted basically the central tenet of Christianity, one of the central tenets that he died and was resurrected. And Jesus essentially at that point blessed him and loved him. That was his response. That was his response to doubt. And so I thought, well, maybe there might be a little hope. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm having trouble struggling with this idea of faith and of doubt. How are they related? What are they like with each other? And so I gathered a lot of information during that time, and I still use a lot of this today when I'm thinking about it. And there were some individuals that came up with some interesting ideas. And one of them was a novelist by the name of Doris Betts. And she said that faith is not synonymous with certainty, but is the decision to keep your eyes open. And I thought, my gosh, that's what I like to do as a scientist, and also it's been the hallmark, I feel, of my own life. And so then I think, gosh, can doubt maybe even actually increase faith? And in fact, there's the Reverend Paul Graves who has a very famous letter that he wrote to his grandchildren about this. And among the things that he said was, the question why implies doubt. In other words, curiosity is something that children have. When Jesus said that, suffer the children to come to me, and when he said things like, have faith of a small child, I always thought he was thinking initially, my mom's interpretation was always, just unquestioning thought. But have you ever seen an unquestioning child? I certainly haven't. So, no, children question. They want to find out about their world. They ask why. And asking why actually is part of doubt. Curiosity is actually part of doubt. And doubt sometimes makes people uncomfortable. I know in the church that happens a lot. People want to seek the truth. And God's unconditional love, though, seems to be what showed through with Thomas. Basically, at that point, it was okay to be a creature of why. It was okay to be someone who might be able to try to figure things out as well as they can in an imperfect world with our imperfect brains. And there are several other people that have written about this topic too, thank heavens. One of them is Sister Joan Chrittister, who wrote a book called Uncommon Gratitude. And in her book she wrote, "When deep down our hearts believe what our minds cannot explain, faith sets in. Faith sets in. But the path of that kind of faith is only through the darkness of doubt." So the way we often get to faith is through our own doubts. So, is there any guidelines that God has given us to help us in understanding where we can actually find maybe some answers to our doubts? And there's a couple places that I think that speak pretty loudly. Both of these actually come from the Apostle Paul. One is the 1 Corinthians chapter 13, 4 through 8. And basically it's about agape love, which is basically love that is more of a choice of ours and not chance love that we often associate with love. And also it's a love that involves our will rather than our emotions necessarily, even though our emotions do come into it. And of course, this is a verse that everybody knows. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It's not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-serving. It is not easily angered. And there are many other things in there that I could go on, but I'm starting to see hungry eyes. But also Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 to 23, where Paul's talking about the fruits of the Spirit. And he said, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control." You know, love does not delight in evil. That was something else that Paul said. But rejoices with the truth. It always protects. It always hopes. It always perseveres. And it never fails. These are things that Paul says are signs of agape love, which are pretty much, I think, our guideposts toward what to do with our doubt. If we see those hallmarks in people, and if we see those hallmarks in ourselves, then maybe we're going the right direction. And just a couple other things to kind of close up. I do like to read. And one of my favorite authors is actually Anne Lamott. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with her. Anne Lamott has actually written a lot of novels, but she's also written a fair amount of nonfiction. And she is also very upfront about her Christian walk. And one of the things that she's upfront about is doubt. And so obviously I gravitated toward her novel. If you haven't read it, it's called M&B, Further Thoughts on Faith. It's not a novel, but it's a short nonfiction piece. And I want to just quote a little excerpt from this book. And she says, and I felt like she's speaking right to me, and maybe to some of you. "I have a lot of faith, but I'm also afraid a lot, and have no real certainty about anything." And that's how I feel a lot when I hear things even concerning Christian doctrine. My certainty level sometimes it's difficult for me to pinpoint where I am. I remembered something Father Tom, her pastor, had told me, that the opposite of faith is not doubt. I always thought they were opposites. But certainty is the opposite of faith. Certainty is missing the point entirely, she says. Faith includes noticing the mess, the emptiness and discomfort, and letting it be there until some light returns. For some of us with kind of a And then the last thing I want to quote, to close, this is on our UMC's own website. And this is from Reverend Mandy Sloan McDowell, another really interesting or wonderful person. You've got to read about her and follow her. She was the pastor of the first UMC church, I think, in Los Angeles. And one of the things that her and her church did is sell their historic buildings of the church, and they put a tent in their parking lot, and that's where they had their service. And it was a mission to the homeless and other individuals in the area. I mean, really remarkable story. So I was choked up when I think of what she's done. But on the UMC website, she writes this: Jesus affirms our wondering, our doubt, our craving for certainty. In showing up for Thomas, he shows up for us all as well. We believe. We believe not because we know, because faith is built on the unknown, but because we crave understanding of the mysterious and loving God who gives us a promise of presence. And I think I have nothing to add to that. Thank you all.